World peace and peace to the world, and welcome to another episode of Voice of the Spirit. All right, today, as promised, we are going to be discussing the solar plexus chakra, going in depth into that. And I always say, oh, this is a very powerful chakra, but I guess all that means is that each and every single chakra in your body or energy center or spiritual center in your body is powerful. So it's best, it's your best bet to get to know those energy centers and what it means to you spiritually and emotionally and mentally, so that you can maximize and develop. Because we all need development. Me as well. We all need development in certain areas. So we want to make sure that the more we know about ourselves, the better it is that we could develop and improve on the areas that we need to develop on. So a very important chakra today we're going to discuss is the solar plexus chakra. Like I said in the intro video, this is your willpower. This is your center. The center of your body is right here. Right here. This is your solar plexus, right? So your solar plexus is basically your identity, your ego. And the ego gets a bad rap. Now, it's very important it's very important to control your ego. And there are a lot of spiritual teachers and a lot of enlightened people that say ego must die. But I sort of believe that as long as you're in this physical body, a certain awareness and utilization of the ego can be healthy, as long as you keep it in check. Your ego is not you. Your ego is like the instigator in you. The ego wants everything their way. But of course, we are an interdependent being, so we have to make sure we know when to yield and have faith in God or Allah or Buddha or whoever, whatever spiritual powers you believe in. Have faith that the universal spirit has you, in His hands, and like I said, whatever you believe in, I'm going to try to keep this as universal as possible. This information is can be beneficial for everyone, but so the ego, there's a place for it, but you have to keep it in check. It's like a child, that wants to fight all the time, that wants to protect itself all the time. But sometimes the parent has to say, calm down, calm down, Tommy. Why don't you go in the other room, and take a time out. So as long as your spirit self and your higher self has your ego in check, your ego can be a very, very powerful tool. And your solar plexus has a very strong identity to the ego, like I said, and that could help you, with your ambition, getting things done, getting things accomplished. Leadership takes a bit of ego. It takes some willpower. It takes personality to be a leader. So your solar plexus is very important to develop and to balance, so that you're not being too, overbearing. You're not being too, manipulative. But you're doing what you have to do to keep things in order in your life and those who you lead. All right. So this also is very important with taking action. Some people, and I'm guilty of this myself, I sit and I contemplate and try to plan to do things perfectly, just like with these videos. But when I was, home, like during quarantine, my willpower, my solar plexus said, man, forget all the graphics, forget all the getting the perfect camera, just do it. Do it. So that's what I did. My solar plexus was like, man, get that doggone camera out, or phone, whatever it is that you want to use, turn it on and talk. And once you speak, release it. Don't sit on it. Release it. Put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram. So that was my will, that willpower, that take action that got me to do this. So me doing these videos right now is a perfect example of how your solar plexus energy works. So the element of the solar plexus chakra is fire. Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. That fire gets in you. That's what he's on fire today, or he got that fire in him. Even when something is good, something is powerful, something is energetic, they say, man, that's fire. You know what I mean? That movie's fire, or this food is fire. So fire is the perfect element for the solar plexus. All right, and it's golden. Solar plexus. The color is yellow. So yellow, fire, golden. The sun. It all connects. Everything connects. It's a beautiful thing. Incense for your solar plexus is saffron and sandalwood. Love sandalwood. Love sandalwood. So that's the incense for the solar plexus. The herb is cinnamon, which is hot too. It makes perfect sense. And ginger, which is also hot. You know, so your solar plexus is it's about making things happen. It's about getting things on fire and getting stuff done. And the crystal for your solar plexus is citrine. I love citrine. It's a beautiful thing that I have this pendulum, this pendant that I use. You know, sometimes I wear it with a longer chain. So this pendant sits right on my solar plexus when I wear it. Right. So the citrine is used to cultivate and balance the solar plexus chakra. Another crystal that I use to balance out the solar plexus chakra is the pyrite. Pyrite is also known as fool's gold, but pyrite is a very powerful semi-precious stone that can be used for your solar plexus. And when I put this on, as you can see, I'll demonstrate that it sits right there on my solar plexus. So I love to wear this pyrite as well to cultivate my solar plexus and be fashionable at the same time. All right. So I hope this helps you out. This one ran a little bit long. Hope you don't mind, but I'm really passionate about, you know, these crystals, and definitely passionate about the solar plexus because it's time to get stuff done. All right. Take care. Light work.